shady, oak-filled yard, so plenty of leaves. So I get a lot of flowers just starting without me putting anything in the ground. And most of them are very pretty. So these are the ones I don't have to work for. So this is the lady slippers. And usually you see them one or two at a time.
Wow.
But when they've been there for a long time, and these have been there for decades actually, they group like that. They come in a big group. So this year, there's 11 or 12 of them together like that. In some years, if it's in the dry years, it would be 6 or 7.
They like dry weather better?
No.
No.
I like this. Well, I don't like the wet weather, but I like the flowers that come with it.
Do they only bloom once?
Well, they bloom, the ones that, this group that is at home now.
No, thanks, I'm good, thank you.
These are last year's.
Oh,
This year's up, and you can see the buds hanging down from the stems, but they haven't bloomed yet. But they'll be the same color. Some of them are shaded to pale pink, some darker than this.
yeah.
But once they're there, they are the same all the time.
How long are the flowers out, I guess it's?
Oh, the flowers are out for about a month.
Oh.
The wildflowers stay out for quite a while, most of them. So, we'll go to the next one. These are just right next to these, that big chunk. There's 6 of them there, but you can't see them all. I just wanted to show you how they spread.
And those always come up every year. I used to have them years ago, and I haven't been that silly slipper on my property for
Well,
ages.
you can't do things with it. You can't walk around them.
Yeah, because they come up through your oak leaves and stuff.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, sometimes you might pull away if the leaves are too deep.
You know where they all are.
Yeah. Well, sometimes I come across them that is under leaves that I didn't know were there.
Yeah.
And I pull them out and they pop up. But they can get stuck under the heavy leaves.
Mm.
Yeah. And this is just some, I was just showing you how they will keep spreading if they have good ground and good leaves, I guess. Okay.
Right.
Yeah. And these are rue anemones. They come out in the middle of April when everything else, is still sleeping. And they come out of the ground, all with the flowers and the leaves and everything. You see the ground one day, and everything is up there. It's not like the others that have to, take weeks to come to the flower. So these are rue anemones, and they're named that because the leaves are shaped like the rue plant, and I couldn't tell you what that is. But
All right.
yeah, and then this is another anemone. If you look, you see the leaves are different from that previous one, and this has 5 petals on the flower, and the other one had 7. So the other one is really more bright than this one. But these are pretty, and it's the same thing. They come out very early in late April, early May, and they stay for about 2 months. So, they're nice things to have in the yard. But they do need a woody. They don't like to be, planted and taken care of. They just grow by themselves. And my yard is, as I said before, is full of leaves, oak trees and leaves. So they like that type of.
All right.
Okay, then we'll go to this is called wild oats. Now I have no idea, they're so delicate. But see, this plant has 1 flower. And when I took this, they're not in full bloom, but every one of these have these bell-shaped flowers on them. So when you have a patch of them, they're very pretty when they're in bloom. There's just one of them right there. And then all the other plants that gather in around them, kind of set them off. They look very nice.
Okay.
Yes. And this is one of my favorite. This is a bird's foot violet. It doesn't look like a violet, but they grow around in the woods, but they don't like it wet as the other. These like it dry, and so this is out by our driveway where it's in sand, and that's how we found them. They just grow on the banks of, we live right next to the tracks going out, and that they live in the banks where it's all kind of piled up to sand. And see this, they have an orange center and two types of purplish. But most of these have things in the roots that have more seeds and more blooms. Well, they don't bloom, but they do produce seeds. So that's why if you have these in your yard, they spread everywhere. Yellow, white, everything, because they have hidden seeds in the bottom of the plant. These don't have it, so these don't multiply as much.
You will find them all over your lawn then.
No, unfortunately, because they're very pretty. You can go to, yeah, see this, that's the same plant. This, I had it up to about 15 one time. But then an ant group, after the flowers were gone by and I wasn't watching them, an ant group came in and, made a thing underneath and almost wiped out the whole patch. So I saved a few.
Did you start those yourselves, or did
No.
they just show?
No, they were, actually it was the woman who lives out behind us. She wanted to make a vegetable garden and she had some in her yard. So she got them up and gave them to me to start off. Because I usually don't dig them up in the wild because I figure that's where they grow the best.
Okay.
Yep. And this is wild columbine. It's hard to see on the rock, but that's where they like to grow. Up on, they put their roots into the rock crevices, and so when I saw them out in the woods, I just waited till the fall and got some seeds and put them here. Now I probably can't get them out because they're all down into the crevices
Yeah.
of the rock. Yeah, there's another.
Yeah, you want another one?
Yeah. Yeah, it's hard to get a picture of them because you have to step so far away. And they will last through the summer if I keep trimming the spent blossoms. And they're very pretty there. It's like an orange red down into yellow. And down here there are some that are all yellow. So yes.
I've seen those as wallflowers on ancient walls.
Oh, is that right? They're
Yeah.
probably very, very old then.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'll show you at the end. I have two things that would be four ferns and other things like that that have been around that long.
Okay.
Yep. This is a pipsissewa.
I love that name.
It's, Camophilia is a proper name, but now this has no flowers, but it's so pretty. See how the leaves are so shiny? And this forms beds, so you have a big pile, a big spread of them usually in the woods. And they look nice even without the flowers. But there's another one.
You want the next one?
Yeah, the next one.
Oh,
Yeah, now this is a striped pipsissewa, and it doesn't grow in clumps, little clumps like this. But you see, it's so pretty with that dark green and the gray down the center of the leaf.
And what was the name of that one?
This is striped.
Pipsissewa.
Yeah. It's a chemophilia. Same again. Yeah, it's a striped pip. I don't know where they get all these names that everybody uses.
Indian, Native American.
Okay.
So, yeah, and this is with the flowers. I didn't catch the other one with flowers. This is the buds when they're getting ready to bloom. And then the next one is this.
Oh,
See,
yeah.
these don't like to be out in where you can see them a lot. So these in the rocks, and they like to go, and that's it in bloom. The flowers are very pretty and they last a long time. So
When do they flower? I've seen them.
Ah,
I've never seen
now
them.
they're not out yet, so it would probably be June. Yeah, and then they'll last probably to August.
Really?
Yeah, both of them. But these are so pretty. It's too bad they don't form a nice big group.
Okay.
Is that enough? Yeah.
Yep.
And this is a wild geranium. This grows everywhere. I'm sure you've seen them, but I figure as long as they make my yard pretty, I put them in. Oops, was that big enough?
No, this is, okay. I thought that was.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's
I'm sorry.
painted trillium.
I skipped one.
Yeah, painted trillium.
This is my favorite one. This is painted trillium. And this didn't grow in my yard, I must confess. My brother he has a big yard, and the people next door were digging up their lot, and these were on it. And he says, oh, I'll take some, you know, who could use them. So that was about 40 years ago, and I had a nice patch of about, it takes 8 years for them to get a blossom, so you have to be patient. But, and something ate from the bottom up. So I went over and dug up, you know, just to see if there was anything left. And it looks like a peeled potato. So what I did is I wrapped it up in chicken wire and planted it again in another spot, and it's been there ever since. But you see, there's only 2 flowers on it, so they really don't multiply very quickly. But at least I still have one.
Yeah.
Okay. And this is the same plant, and I just took a picture. You can do it again. This is the buds. They have big buds where the flowers were, and then they turn red. See, they turn red. So last year I picked some, and I put them in a tray, and put them someplace to dry, and I have no idea where it is. I figure someday I'm going to be looking for a button or something, and I'm going to find the seeds.
Right.
So usually wildflowers, they last forever, you know, the seeds last forever. So if I ever find them, I'll let you know.
All right.
Okay, this is the wild geranium. That's
That's
very,
the wild geranium.
yeah. You probably see that everywhere along the roads.
Okay.
Okay, and these,
Oh. Those are the irises.
yeah, these, it's hard to see them because they're so small, but they're an iris. See those things are the blade, and they're purple all around. They don't have the same, the blossom doesn't have the same shape,
Yeah.
but they're purple all around, a little yellow in the middle. And they just pop up here and there. I've never planted them. And those, look at it, I think this is the next one. Yeah, those are 2 that just, they grow up into rocks for some reason. Luckily, I have a lot of rocks in the yard. They like to squish in where they're safe, I think. But sometimes I have them all over the yard, and then other times I only have, you know, 5 or 6. But they're very pretty, and they last a long time.
Okay.
And then, these are the Indian pipes. You've probably seen them all. Now, until a couple of years ago, I always thought Indian pipes were just white. And somebody told me that, no, some of them are pink and red. And so, but I had never seen one. And then 2 years ago, over in our side yard, sure enough, there were some. This is the white ones, and it has 2. I had some come up that were white and were just a single flower, and they were a lot taller. And the bell, these will straighten up when they're generating seeds, but the other one would stay bent over. It's very pretty until and that's one that's a group of those. And see, this is what happens when they start making seeds. They go up But the big ones, just stay bent over, they're very pretty. And then I have, see these?
Oh,
Yeah, these, I never knew they existed, and somebody mentioned them to me, so I started walking my side yard there. And there they were, see, they're kind of pale yellow with pink. And at first, I just saw one, I thought it was terrific, but now there's dozens of them over there.
they've lost the ability to make their own food. They don't have any chlorophyll.
Is that right?
Oh,
They
wow.
live the way mushrooms live, by,
No kidding.
digesting stuff from that's why you'll find them in decaying leaves and so forth.
Oh, yeah.
I did not realize that.
Yeah, that whole, it's kind of a side lot
Mhm.
is
Yeah.
They live
decayed.
like mushrooms, but they're a flowering plant.
Yeah, decayed leaves, yeah, that's,
Yeah.
Fabulous.
yeah. I have a lot of pictures of these, because there's so
I did
many.
not realize that.
Yeah, they're very pretty.
Mhm.
And I think there's a couple more.
This, yeah, oh, this that, this red one.
Yeah, these are the, I call them flowers, even though they're not flowers, yellow, with the red stems. And is there one more?
Yes. Same.
Is that it?
I think that's the last one.
Oh, okay.
And they are flowers, Anne.
Oh, they are flowers. I suppose it'd have to be if they're spreading, producing seeds.
Yeah.
Okay, and this next one is a Boston fern, which isn't a flower. It's, yeah, these came before the flowers, the things that we call flowers. But you see this right here? It's like a stem of what, I guess you'd call seeds with the ferns. Spores. Yeah, spores, yes, thank you. And I have some here. See, I just break them off and dry them because they're nice for flowers. So if anybody wants some, I have some right here.
And is that where their seeds are, the spore seeds are, in those?
Yeah, well, it's not a seed, it's a different
Spore.
a spore. But that's what,
So if you planted those, would they grow?
No.
No?
Well, what happens with ferns, they're really primitive and they need water, and the spores grow into a plant that you hardly even see, and that plant produces the ferns.
Oh.
So it has a two-part life cycle,
yeah, and that's before.
and it all
The
needs
plants
moisture
that
and the
will-
right conditions, and it's just not as adaptable as the flowering plants, so. Those were dinosaur time creatures, plants, and now they're understory, not as many.
So this is sort of what carries.
Yeah,
the-
that'll have the
yeah,
spores.
Yes, has this. So they last a long time, so they really won't. So they're right there. And then this last one.
Oh, that's another fern, right?
Oh, yeah, that's another copy of that where you can see those spore.
Oh, those things,
The
yeah.
spore containers. And then this one is even older than that fern.
No,
And this is a princess pine.
Princess pine.
And this is where
yeah.
it starts, yeah.
Yeah.
Now,
We have lots of them.
this grows everywhere, I think. I remember when we were young, we used to make wreaths with
Yes.
this, pull them up. But I think they don't let you do that anymore. So, and there's another shot of that. See, and this is where, if it's spores or whatever,
Yeah.
it's that top. So that's yellow, and when you see a whole bunch of them, it's very pretty. So, and I think that's it.
Yeah, that's the last one.
So you have any questions, or want to see another one again? This was,
Yeah, we were wondering, is the little blue flower that's blooming now, like in the fields?
Those
Bluets?
Those
Is
things
that what they're called? We were trying to,
Like-
is that the name?
yeah, well, there are
Little purpley with a
yeah.
little yellow section, bluets, but is that what they're called?
Yeah, I
Wow.
would have to see them before I
Oh,
tell you.
yeah,
You were
They're
down
all
by the
like
tennis
tennis
courts,
courts.
we were playing.
They're very, very small.
Yeah, the little,
You probably remember when you were a kid.
and you would gather up a bunch for your mother.
It's like growing up. There you go.
Yeah, actually, there are a lot of blue colors.
They're very pale.
Yeah.
They're pale. Another common name for them is Quaker ladies, because apparently the flower looks a little bit like a Quaker lady's bonnet.
You didn't have any Jack in the Box, so those are not considered a flower.
Oh, actually,
Their flower.
yeah, I do have quite a few of those right now.
They showed up in our yard about 4 years ago.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, we finally had conditions where they grow.
Oh, yes, oh, yeah, if you have sand.
That's what I'm talking about. I do too. I
All
just
of
know
these
this thing
things
where we
need
quite a bit of
composted leaves. and
No, they're out down the hill.
Yes.
So we need.
These are fabulous, Angie. Thank you very much for putting all
Very
this
good.
together.